like I'm floating through the air. The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless.
That'd be handy if I bring this thing in. Oh, there we go. Hello, and welcome to Ask an Angel, and I'm the Angry Angel. It is 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, October 2nd, 2020. Welcome to everybody on Twitch. Welcome back to everybody who are going to be watching this on YouTube at a later date. So, interesting week so far, and even very more interesting information this morning. And it's not a political stream, so just so you know. But just want to address something that I've read this morning, which I'm sure you've all read. And I don't know how to feel about it. I'm very mixed emotions. COVID is a bugger of a thing, right? Some have believed in it, some have not. A certain man got a lot of people very skeptical about it. And wham, right in his face. It's like karma decided, fuck you, buddy. It does exist. However, I wouldn't wish that kind of shit on anybody. Not anybody. And while I don't want him as president, I don't want the poor fucker to fucking suffer. I mean, yes, he's made others suffer, and he still will if he stays in power. But I don't think you learn a lesson when you're dead, right? If you're supposed to learn a lesson, and if we went around just hoping illness on people that wrong us, there'd really be nobody alive. Not to quote any specific religious documentation, but there's one that says to throw the first stone and shit like that. But that's really it, right? There's somebody in our lives. You can't really go throughout your life and basically say there's nobody in your life. Like, you've got nobody in your life you've offended at some point. Or vice versa, that somebody's offended you. I don't think there's a single person in the world that can really say that. Except when you're born. When you're born, nobody's really offended you at that point. But as you grow, you're going to offend somebody. Somebody's going to offend you. So, now granted, he's offended a lot of people. And do we count how many times? Do we base how much suffering should be based on? That's a religious concept. That's the concept of the devil, really. And so are we the devil by wishing him harm simply because of the bad stuff he's done? I don't know. I'm lost. I'm not wishing mercy on him or his wife. I don't know the whole situation. That's the thing. Is the news can say this, that, he can say this and that, and everybody can fucking rumor the shit out of this fucker, but nobody really knows what's going on. We don't know. I mean, of all the evidence that we've seen, he's a bad guy, and there's a lot of shit he has to atone for. But we don't know if he's the puppet master or the puppet. Is there somebody pulling his strings, or is he the one pulling the strings? We really don't know. Now, if he's just the puppet and there's a higher thing, that doesn't excuse him. He's still the fucking one who's pulling the trigger, basically, right? He's still the one doing the deed, doing the damage. If he is, then it's on him. The crime he's done is not having the courage to stand up against his puppet master. If he is the puppet master himself, then he's a coward for the shit he's done. I honestly believe he's going to be judged at the right time when he meets his maker, whether that's in the next 14 days or not. Apparently his health is not really great. We've all known that for a while. It's been throughout the fucking news. Just look at the guy. The guy talks, he looks like he's going to have a fucking stroke. And this one definitely hits the yeah, I can't even, yeah, I can't even. But anyway, this show's not about that. This show is about answering your questions. Disclaimer. I'm going to stop before I get into it. Disclaimer time. I am not an expert. I am not a psychiatrist. I'm not a therapist. I'm just a guy on Twitch and YouTube answering questions. Questions that are sent to this email right here. And various other places. My Discord, private messages, Instagram messages. Sometimes people they ask. I've had this all my life. People have come up to me and asked me random fucking questions. I remember people asking me questions on the bus, spilling the beans about their entire freaking life. It's just the way I am. I don't know what it is that people feel the need to do this, but they'll talk about their life. Can you imagine a 15-year-old having somebody sitting on the bus on a bus, because we don't all ride the school buses. Anyway, on the bus, and fucking some grown adult starts talking about their fucking marriage and how it's falling apart and blah blah blah. What do? 15 years old. And for some reason I give good advice. Everybody keeps telling me that I give good advice. And so I created this show to answer questions. And sometimes they're nice questions, sometimes they are fucked up questions. It's a tough one to do this stream because sometimes at the end of it, I'm left with a sense of what the fuck is this world coming to? I do have this, I want to call it depression, but it's not depression. It's this, it's not even emptiness. I can't even express how I feel. It's going to sound dark, so just a heads up. It feels like the world is burning and nobody can see it. And I'm not talking about the flames that are in like California and Washington and all over. I'm talking about the way humans are and the way they interact. And I'm trying to like get away from the news. I'm trying to get away from things that's making me feel like this way. Because it is almost like depression, but not quite. But you can't escape the news. The problem is it's in your face all the time. It's everywhere. It's all around you. So you can't really get away from it. Yeah, I'm not going to go into that. I'm not going to try to depress everybody with my philosophies and my thoughts and whatever. I'm going to depress people with my answers on all these questions. Okay, so why am I in... What? That can't be right. Okay. For some reason my system was telling me I was still in Warzone. And I'm supposed to be in podcast. Good, I am. Good. Good morning, everybody. I know I'm on a little bit earlier than normal. It is, I've got some family visiting, so I figured I would put this on a little sooner. And see how things go. First question. Let's get to it. Ooh. I've given my disclaimer. I've given my... Oh yeah, for all my YouTube fans, if you haven't already done so, feel free to click subscribe. And the bell. And my Twitch watchers and followers and whatever, if you haven't already done so, click follow. It would be useful for me. so I can grow as a content creator and create blah blah blah, speech, monologue, please follow me. I'm a great guy. I'm a good streamer, yeah. I know. I'm still getting used to all this shit. I've only been streaming for, 3-4 months? And I keep forgetting to say all these things. And some of them I'm like, why am I saying all this? And I understand, but it's so fucking weird to me. I'll get used to it. But anyway, let's get into the questions. My first question that I've got about, how many questions do I have today? We have. Now, none of these, I haven't set any of these up for votes. I might ask your opinion, like say 1, 2, like 1 if it's a yes, 2 if it's no. I'll give you what number to push. But for the most part, I'm just going to answer the questions. And where is it? I've lost my button. Boom, there we go. Okay, I'm actually going to bring it up on this screen so I can read it a bit better. I'd like to be able to read it a little bit better for you guys. That one. There it is. Okay, here's the question. My sister, it is the right one. Yeah, question 1. My sister is facing domestic abuse. Facing domestic abuse by husband. Her husband gets bouts of anger and forces her in a room and shouts and screams at her with curse words. He doesn't hit, but threatens to hit, and uses her for verbal punching for domestic issues. He is otherwise a family man, but has been losing his self-control and temper often. Okay. He has even tried poke a finger in her eye. Well, that's a little much. I'm confused by some of the things he's saying. I'll get to that in a moment. While shouting and screaming. Also tried pushing, and once he calms down and apologizes, what could be a solution for this? This is a touchy subject. Not for me. But okay, so relationships are fucking weird, especially marriage, right? You could mean well, and I'm sure you do. The problem is if you exert yourself into that issue, one, you could wedge yourself and cause the rift to be even bigger. Be careful with this. The other thing is, you could say something to your sister, and your sister could become very defensive of her husband, and you become the villain, right? Now, there's a few things in what you've said. It sounds like one, there's an issue. Don't get me wrong. Reading this, there is definitely an issue. However, you're looking at it from the sister, the caring sister, the loving sister, the sister that's, you're going to have a lot of biased things, right? You're not going to care about the husband. You always care about the one closer. So you're going to be on her side, not necessarily seeing the faults that she may do or she may not do. This is when they need a counselor, not a sister. They need a complete separate entity that is not biased but to one side, and not to take sides, but to literally mediate and listen to what's going on and help them. Sounds like he does have some anger issues, but at the same time, is it anger issues that you're seeing, or is it you're seeing things? The vantage point of an event can be completely miscued. You basically said the words, he screams at her with curse words. Most people do. I hate to say this. I swear every second. When I'm playing a video game, I'm using fucking. Now, if you're hearing the swear words as the abuse, if you never heard them swear, sure. But if they're swearing all the time, that's not abuse. That's just communication. The poking the finger in the eye, there's definitely physical abuse. But you basically said he threatens but never actually does anything. And you're saying verbally punch him back. Does she yell back? Are they yelling back and forth? Or are you saying that he is the only person yelling? If they're both yelling at each other, it's an argument. That's not domestic abuse. That's just an argument in a couple, in a relationship. Most relationships have arguments. I'm not saying, please understand, I'm not saying that there's not abuse. I'm saying you need to, a person looking from the outside, that's what they're going to do. They're going to look at the situation from both parties, the realisticness of it. They're going to see, hey, you look, funny, strange statement. The truth is when you're looking from the outside, it's different. In the relationship, you don't know exactly if it really is abuse or like I've literally seen a relationship, and it literally, I swear to God, it looked like the guy at first was the one that was abused. Turns out, no, he was just defending himself. She was, because if you saw him at a different fucking time, oh my God, she was throwing fucking chairs at him. It can happen on both sides. You are caring about your sister. That's why you need to have this looked at. But the problem is, how do you get your sister to go, I should get some help? Should I get help for me? Should I get help for him? Should I get help for... And then there's the thing of, because of the defensiveness, a lot of people, men and women, will defend and go, oh, you know what? They're not being... I love them. Love is a fucker. Because it makes us decide to do some stupid fucking things. And let stupid things go. Right? Stuff that... So some stuff that's abusive, some stuff it's not. And sometimes we want to stay with the person. We don't want to lose the person. That we excuse it. Oh, but as soon as you go in, you become the victim. The villain. And you don't want to do that. You don't want her to just side with the abuser. Right? It's a tricky thing. And you don't want to go up to him and say, oh, I think you're being abusive. Poking the finger in the eye kind of bothers me. What I would suggest as a sister is ask for second opinions. Not for me, but ask if others are seeing this too. You've seen this. You're saying you've seen this. You've seen the poke in the eye. You've seen this fancy here, blah, blah, blah. Ask somebody else for another vantage point. Ask the mother. Ask her mother. Ask his mother. Are they seeing this too? Do we need to set up an intervention? Do we need to... Because he's a family man. He cares. He loves her. They love each other. But there's no short and skinny. There's no quick answer on this one. It's a difficult one. It's a difficult thing you've got. Because this could backfire in so many ways. Moms are usually the best ones to go to for that second vantage point. One, because she'll step in, but the thing is, she also cares for her daughter, and she'll rush in and fuck, what the fuck. But she's also been married. She's also been in relationships, so she'll know with a bit more of experience that relationships get into fights. These are the things you might want to consider. I can't give you a yes or no answer. I can't give you the instant, because it can backfire. It could put a wedge between you and your sister. It could put a wedge between your mother and your sister. It could have them fucking running away and never fucking talking to you ever again. It's a tricky thing. Proceed with caution. That's really it. Tacomaniac. Look like a fun night. That's the strangest thing I've ever read. But thank you, I think. All right, next question. Where have my questions gone? There you go, question number 2. Just a random question. At least it was put as a random question. They didn't give their name. And it's an odd one, for sure. Why is it not coming up? That's what she said. That's not what she said. Okay, here we go. Question number 2. Would you let your daughter date a man with poor reputation? This question is an interesting question, but not enough information for me to really answer it correctly. When you say poor reputation, that's the part I'm wanting you to know. Are you saying he has a reputation of being poor? Are you saying he has a reputation of being an asshole, or blah blah blah, or being a lie, being a cheater, blah blah blah? But one, I don't have a daughter, so one day, maybe, hopefully, knock on wood. But that's another tricky one as well. If daughter has feelings for a guy and girl, you're saying, man, fuck, it's 2020. Date somebody who is financially got issues. Depending on how they are as a person, if they mean well, if they work hard but are having issues, people will work hard and still be broke. If they love each other and they're committed to each other and they are, I'd be trying to help them. Would I want her to date somebody who? I would want my daughter living on the streets. But if I try to basically say, no, you're not dating this man, it is being tried and true, and it always fails. It will fail, and the daughter will run away with the guy. Even if the guy's a fucking leather jacket wearing fucking mohawk looking motherfucker, goddamn Sid Vicious motherfucker, and I go, oh no, and she's getting fucking tattoos, and I say, no, I'm gonna voice my issue. I can't necessarily talk out of it because I could put a wedge between me and my daughter. What I can do is be ready and explain to him, you hurt my daughter, and there isn't a fucking thing on this planet that will hold me back from ripping your fucking arms out and beating you to death with them. But other than that, being friendly as I can to let her know that her choices are her choices. Pick up the pieces, let her learn from her mistakes. I mean, I'm going to try to prevent her from fucking falling over, but know that she's going to fall over, and she does need to fall over, to bang her nose, bump, scrape her legs, make mistakes. Teach her the fucking best you possibly can, but actually teach her. Don't raise her to be a fucking spoiled shit. Teach her. Let her fucking have the fault. Let her, and do not, no, don't say you can't date the person. If anything, your best bet, try to be friends with the guy. If you don't like the person, try to become best friends with them. Do you know why? Daughters don't like that. Especially if it's the bad boy. Right? Yeah, they won't like that. But that's my thought on that. Okay, so next question. Question number 3. From George. George? That's a weird way of spelling George. Okay, questions up. Good. So last night I found out that my girlfriend's this is gonna be a mind fuck. I hate when people ask questions for a friend and then mix it up with my girlfriend's ex-friend, buddy, cousin, sister. Stop doing that. That's gonna drive me fucking crazy. If the question has nothing to do with the extra crap, leave it out. Otherwise, it's gonna get misconstrued. Anyway, I'm gonna go into this one. So last night, I found out that my girlfriend's best friend got married a week ago. Okay. She didn't do a wedding ceremony. They only went out to dinner and for a wedding. They didn't do a wedding ceremony. They only went out to dinner, and my girlfriend went, and I didn't get invited, even though her best friend goes with us everywhere. I didn't even know about the dinner until I asked last night when her friend was getting married. I know it sounds stupid, but it kind of bothers me. What do you think? I'm not quite sure exactly what the question is. are you asking, do I think it's shitty? A little, but at the same time, it's her friend. It's her friend. If you'd you've worded this, my girlfriend's best friend, not our friend. You've acknowledged that it's her friend, right? So what her and our friend do, between her and our friend, right? Same as what's between you and your girlfriend. You and your girlfriend is between you and her, right? They don't need to interact. The fact that they do is great. It's great for relationships if you can get along with the friends and relatives of your partner, and same with her. The fact that she didn't invite you is a little weird. It's a little hurtful. I can understand. Absolutely, your feelings are valid. So I'm not going to say that your feelings are stupid. Okay, so your feelings are valid. You're hurt. I would mention it to her, going, you know what? Hey, I was a little hurt. What was that about? Like, why didn't I get an invite? I mean, I didn't need to go, but last minute. If you're asking, do we think that she's cheating? If that's kind of where you're going with this, no. There's no information in here that tells me that. That's why I'm not thinking that. And my dog's getting antsy. Lay down. Athena. Lay down. Lay down, baby. Lay down. Lay down. Aw, she needs some love. Yeah. She, Oh, you want to lay under the... Go on then. Lay down. No, lay down. I'm busy. Lay down. There you go. Yeah, she likes to lay under my desk. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, I can't really think of what, because there's no real question, other than, what do I think? Yeah, I think it bothers you, yeah. There's nothing you can really do other than talk to your girlfriend, voice that you're upset. But this is also your girlfriend. I don't know how long you've been together, or how long her best friends have been together. You really you want to try to avoid, if your relationship's new, don't try to put yourself necessarily above the best friend. If it's been like a week, a few weeks, a few months, try not to like put a wedge between her and her best friend. Chances are, if she's been like growing up with school, they've probably gone through shit together, emotional shit together, you'll probably lose. They got married. The best thing to do is just be happy for them. Eventually it could come. I mean, it could be a COVID thing. It could be that she didn't want too many people there, or she had a set number of people that she wanted there. Right? Some places, they have rules right now on COVID, and you can't, if it's at a dinner, some restaurants will only allow a certain number. So if she had you go there, maybe one of our friends without a husband couldn't go either. Just a bunch of friends seeing her get married and having dinner at a restaurant, right? I don't think you got anything to be concerned about. I think right now, I hate to say it, but I think you're being just a tad bit sensitive. That's all. No worries. Next question. Anyway, actually, to anybody watching right now, who thinks George is being just a little bit sensitive with this issue? I mean, his feelings are valid. He's feeling hurt just like everybody, right? But with this one, give me a 1 if you think he's being sensitive. And that he doesn't have anything to worry about. Give me a 1. A 2 if you think he does have something to worry about, and he should be all pissed off and bitching about it. George, I don't think anybody's really even caring about this one. That's how much it matters. It's not that you don't matter. It's that, as I said, this specific thing doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Next question. Just gonna move on. Just gonna move on. Oh, that just say fit. I was worried about this question. I'm like, this question is never gonna fit in that box. I'm gonna have to make a bigger box. That's a tight box. Shut up. All right. Okay. I know. All right. So from Carol. I know. Is this? Yeah, good. Okay. I know that people have used the guise of I'm writing this for a friend. Yeah. It happens. But in fact, I am doing it for a friend whose boyfriend reads this page. Every now and then. My YouTube? That's a weird thing. Okay, she and her boyfriend have been inseparable for the better of 3 years. Aww. Seeing as they are to marry soon, they go to bed together at night, and she takes meds that makes her sleep as if she's dead to the world. Okay. After about 4 to 5 hours of unconscious slumbering away, she always wakes up in a fog and sees her boyfriend on the PC in their front room, but has to fall back into bed. She asks more than she's asked more than once what the fuck does he do while she's passed out, and he always says nothing, just playing games. While she was believing him at first, he then spends the whole day playing the same games whenever she's awake. He quickly shuts down the PC and jumps into bed with her within 5 minutes, give or take. He is super sexual to the point that if they're not doing it together, he will take care of himself. You know? Any thoughts? And no mean comments. What? This is really important. Okay, I'm assuming this has actually gone to multiple people because this is written weird. I told her what I personally feel about what he's really doing, but would sincerely like to hear any advice. Thoughts? This is a really weirdly answered, and I'm just assuming you've seen me on YouTube. Anyway, a few things that popped into my mind. One, you're saying he's playing games in the middle of the night, or he's up in the middle of the night, and then throughout the entire day. I don't think it's that hard to believe that when he's on the computer, he's playing games still throughout the night, or whatever. I mean, it just sounds like he's addicted. I'm addicted. There's a game I play called Call of Duty Warzone. I'd play that all fucking day if I could. Just as my viewers. It happens. Way too addicted. Now, but that's one possibility. I'm going to give you the possibilities that I'm seeing. One, he is horny. He was horny before she woke up. She wakes up and within 5 minutes he's horny? No, I'm sorry, he was horny before. I'm going to give you some possibilities. Some of them are not so nice. Some of them are a little crude. You just have to figure that out yourself. And then how you do it, I couldn't really say. One, he is chatting, and this has popped up in your head. I know it has. That's why you're... Yes. It's possibly he is up in the middle of the night talking to somebody else. But if that was the case, when she wakes up and says, "What are you doing?" maybe tell her, don't ask right away. Maybe just wait and hear if she's hearing the sound of click, 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 typing, wait, typing, wait, typing, wait, typing, wait. That's a conversation. If you're hearing click, not stopping, that's a video game. Listen for the sound. You can pretty much figure out with the keyboard what's going on. If there's a lot of click on the mouse, click on the keyboard, it's a game. If you're hearing click, typing on the keyboard, and that's all it is, nothing on the mouse, that's a conversation. So, I don't think he's cheating though. I know that that's where you're at from reading this question. The vibes, that's what you're thinking. You're thinking he's cheating. I don't think that's the issue. No, I don't think he's cheating. I think he's playing video games. Oh, he's masturbating. She wakes up and he's horny. He was already horny. He's probably looking at porn, but he doesn't necessarily want to tell her that he's looking at porn. I feel a little embarrassed. The other thing that could be done, that she should do, is instead of coming to you and say, "What the fuck is going on? What is he doing in the middle of the..." Well, she's about to get married, right? This is going to be one of the key things that I say it always comes up. Communication. Why isn't she asking him? What are you doing? I mean, yeah, I'm playing video games. Also, maybe believe him. If she is asking him, and that's all, you've got the option of believe him. You could go up front and go, "I don't believe you," or you could do what I suggested and listen to the sounds. If you wake up and you hear that mouse and keyboard going together, it's a game. Don't say anything. Trust him. Believe his words. Because if you call him on it and you say, "Oh, I think you're lying. It's happening every day." Yeah, it's happening every time. It's what he does. There's lots of people have a routine of shit that they do, that they enjoy doing, right? Just because he's doing it again and again and again doesn't mean he's cheating. It just means he happens to like that thing, right? Maybe next time just say, "Hey, what game can I play? Can I watch?" If he's shutting it down to have sex, he's probably horny. He's probably hiding the porn. My gut is telling me it's porn. And yeah, I wouldn't have you go and talk to the boyfriend or the husband. It's not really any of your business. That kind of shit's between your friend and her soon-to-be fiance. Because if you put yourself in, this could go really, 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 really bad for you. All communication that you should be doing about this conversation is to your friend, and have her friend investigate. Don't wake up and go, "What the hell are you doing?" Go, wake up and listen. And once she's had confirmation that it's just a video game or porn, because if he's in front of the computer, there's sounds that can be made to say if it's porn or not. You're a grown woman, you're getting married, you know what the fuck sounds I'm talking about. He's masturbating and he didn't finish. There's nothing wrong with it. I would be ashamed of, and don't shame him either. Frankly, if you're gonna go and shame him because he's masturbating, I don't think you should be getting married. People masturbate. It's a fucking thing. They ought to grow up. Anyway, that was question 4. I love these questions. I love this. And this is episode 10. Can you believe it's been 10 episodes? It's fucking awesome. 10 episodes. 10 episodes, baby. Yeah. All right. Question number 5. From Mary Jane. Somehow I feel this is not your name, Mary Jane. Don't know why. Why is that? Yeah, it is. There we go. Mary Jane. And here's the question. Mary Jane. Hey, guys. Can you give me any advice? Can you give me what? Hey, guys. Can you give an advice on me? This person doesn't speak English that well. Or I'm married 4 years. with my husband and have 2 kids. Since the pandemic, almost 6 months ago, my hubby, I'm going to say hubby, doesn't have to work because of the pandemic. But I sincerely discovered his attitude change. He always hurting my son every day. If my son is eating, crying, sleeping, what the fuck, etc. Then I told him that it's okay to discipline his son, but not too much hurting. That they may punch him always. What can I do, please? So much feel bad of my hubby, cause his attitude changed. Sometimes I'm just thinking if I leave him alone or what, cause I think also if I leave him, I don't want my kiddos grow older, don't have a father. Oh, I see what you're saying. In the future, I'm so much stress. I struggle now. Okay. You shouldn't really stay with the father because of the kids. But the thing is, if you leave because of this abuse, because he's hitting, keep in mind, unless you've got some way of actually proving hitting, he's going to get custody, and now you've just left the children unprotected and nobody, right? So I don't think leaving is necessarily the answer, and especially if you love your husband. If you love your husband, you care about him because you just said that right there. You feel bad for him, and right, you're worried about him. So it tells me that you love him, and I don't think you want to leave him. So let's push the leaving on the back burner, okay? But there is abuse. If he's hitting, if he's disciplining, this pandemic has been a fucker, plain and simple. It has changed a lot of people's thoughts, a lot of people's feelings, a lot of people's attitudes. I'm hearing all kinds of cases about people getting angry, especially if they're staying at home. Sometimes I even find myself getting fucking extra angry. I'm the angry angel. I'm supposed to be angry, but not that much angry. I'm just kidding. It's a tricky one. It's been on for 6 months. I feel bad for him too. That's tough. But no, it shouldn't be taken out on the kids. Absolutely not. And so I think you really need to point out, maybe even record. Maybe this is what you should do. I'm not saying to set the kids up, but maybe have your phone handy so that way if he does hit the children when he's losing his temper, just record it for him. And next time he's calm, point it out, let him see what he's doing to his own kids. And say, maybe we should be getting some kind of counseling. A lot of people are actually getting counseling during this time. There's a lot of fucking online, so you got like Skype and whatever, and they're doing counseling. There's a lot of people using online to ask questions. But no, seriously, there's counseling even online, so you don't need to be up close and personal, and they'll be able to go through and work some techniques. I didn't sleep the greatest last night, so I did sleep. Anyway, we'll go on to the next question. That's pretty much the only thing I can give you on that one. Is you need to communicate with them, say I'm not happy with this, and it could damage our relationship, and I don't want it to do that. But you don't want to threaten it like that. You kind of put it, you're concerned about the relationship being affected because you're feeling it's abuse, right? And he doesn't mean harm. Voice that it's not him. It's the pandemic. It's changed everybody's attitude and moods. Try doing this calm. Make dinner. Have something to fucking eat and talk over like that. That's a good idea, unless he's seeing nothing wrong when she saws him. Right, that's where it could backfire as well, right? Or even worse, not only sees nothing, he could feel attacked. It's a good idea, and I think it's something you should be prepared to do. But bring it to him, because there's a lot of people that, fuck, nobody really wants to hear that they've been abused, they're a bad parent. Nobody really does. So it could backfire. But at the same time, it's already backfiring. If the kid's being hit, something needs to happen. And right now, I think this is the best way to hold your marriage together, stay together, but at the same time, and I'm not saying this to hurt you or to break your heart or whatever, you might need to be prepared that if the abuses continue, you might need to do something. Pull away. Because the other thing that you'll have with that being on recorded, if you do leave him and the courts need something to see, you've got evidence now. You'll maintain custody because they won't put a child with an abusive father. Then maybe let him get help. Maybe have a separation, and once he gets help, then get back together. There's options. But yeah, that's the first thing you need to do. Just what Almac says, kids come first. I mean, yes, if you can save your marriage. Yes, if you can save the relationship. Yes, if you can keep the kids with the father. Because eventually this pandemic will go away. Once it's under control and it goes away and the dust settles, he just needs to find a way to fucking deal with this icky feeling that we're all going through. We're all going through. Right? I wouldn't be surprised if even you have felt it and you're not even realizing it, but he might be feeling the same. Oh my God, what about her attitude? She's changing, blah, blah, blah. Lots of people. This is affecting pretty much people all around the world. Right? It's not an excuse, but once it goes away, how are you going to feel when you turn to him and see him and everything's good and fine and dandy and you want your husband and you miss him and you want to be with him and, well, you tossed him away. I think you got the right idea to try to fix it first, but be prepared if it's not fixable. But that's what I suggest. Have your camera with you handy, record it, show him. If he is a good father, he'll fucking step up to the plate. He'll fucking see it and go, fuck, oh my God, I can't believe I hit my own child. But some won't. Some will, fuck. I've seen some parents, mothers and fathers, the shit that they fucking think is okay. It's weird as fuck. Going mental on them. I've literally seen fucking parents hitting the kids in the fucking middle of a Walmart. This world is bloody crazy. Alright. Question number 6. There it is. Alright. From Gilbert. When you break up with somebody, is it wrong to text them? Or should you give them respect and do it via call or face to face? Is this a serious question? Gilbert, I don't know if you're watching this or if you're going to watch it on YouTube. Why are you asking this question? You already know. Or should you give them respect? Should you give them respect? If you literally have those words, fuck. My God, man. Yes, it should be either at least on a phone call verbally, and let them ask questions of why. You need closure. Both need closure. And if you end it, you're getting the closure because you're the one that ended it. Right? It needs to be two-sided, and it's best, absolute best, full of respect in person. No writing any fucking text. No writing a fucking Dear John letter. Dear John letters suck balls. Texting and email suck balls. In person, don't be a coward. Fucking go and do it. You just got together. You just had a relationship. Face to fucking face. Gross it. No offense, but gross it. Should you respect her? Well, if you want people to respect you, yes. Absolutely. Anybody in my chat right now want to push a 1 if you agree with what I'm saying? That this guy, if he's going to end a relationship, face to face, is the better, more respectful thing to do. Give me a 1. There we go. I had me worried there for a second. I had me very worried there for a second. One day my chat is going to be big and there'll just be floods of one there. It's going to be so cool. One day. One day. But yeah, that's the answer. Don't be a coward. Go do it in go fucking face to face. I mean, fuck, there's ways to do it face to face as well and not be in person. I mean, fuck. I mean, if you're worried about COVID, blah, blah, blah. My message. That's okay. Do it face to face. If you have to use like Skype or whatever, have a conversation. I'm curious why you're trying to break up. Have they done something? Have you done something? Have you cheated and met somebody else and been an asshole? Either way, they need closure. Just like you. Whoa, here's the question. Best way to answer that question, what would you like done? If you're in love with somebody and out of the blue they are going to break up with you, do you want them to text you and just end it like that? Or do you want them to talk to you face to face and say why they're ending it? There's your answer. What would you want done to you? Because I'm sorry, today, more than ever, Karma just showed her face and she said, I can be a bitch, don't piss me off. That's what she's done today. To the biggest fucking person who deserves karma more than anybody, she showed her face. So do unto others that you'd want to have done to you. That's exactly the message of the day. You treat them like, yeah. I went to my fiance face to face and broke up with him. Called me a bitch, but I felt better. Exactly. It's respectful. It's respectful. Yeah, you right there. That right there. That's respect. That is nothing but fucking respect. That's how it should be done. It sucks. It hurts. And yes, they might fucking lose this shit. Oh, I can't believe you're gonna end it with me. It's gonna happen. Man the fuck up. Man the fuck up. Or woman the fuck up. Whatever. Just saying. Just saying. Don't be a coward. Question number... wait, am I on 8? No, I'm on number... 7. Question number 7. Come on. Why is this being like this? Give me. This is going to be so nice when I get this all fucking mainstream and like... How the fuck do you pronounce that name? Sigao. I'm going to say Sigao. From Sigao. He broke up with me for no reason. He just said, don't ever talk to me in your life. It's over now. Interesting fucking timing, Mr. fucking Gilbert. I hope you're paying attention. I don't know what did I do to him? Must I feel guilty or let it go? He said message. He said a message in midnight. 2:42. That's not midnight. So after midnight. So in the morning. Sunday. This is today. Okay. I tried to call him. By the time when he sent me the message, his phone was off. What must I do in this moment? Let it go or wait for him until he back or move on? Any advice? That's a tricky one. Because you're faced with something that there's no guarantee. You can't force another person to do something. I'm hoping Mr. Gilbert here is listen to my conversation and is going to follow my advice and do it face to face. He's about to break up with somebody and going to do it face to face. Because the best thing to do is get some kind of closure. Right? The best thing. But there's no way to guarantee. I don't have a gun that I can point at Gilbert's head. I can just call on his humanity. Right? Because he asked the respectful thing to do, and he knows what the respectful thing is to do. Should you give them respect is what he said. Yes, right. So he knows that would be respectful, and the respectful thing for your ex to do would be to tell you what's going on, why, and what you did wrong, what he did wrong, because you're basically trying to pin on yourself. Don't automatically assume that it's you. It could be something that he's going through, and he should say something. Don't talk to me ever does say that to give me the feeling that it's something he feels you've done. But it could be he's been an asshole. He could have met somebody else and he's using that to make you think that you've done something wrong. So he gets off with the bullshit feeling. I don't know. I don't know the situation. I can only answer your question and give you advice. Right? You've got a few options. One, as the two that you mentioned. Wait or go on. But the go on is broken into two parts. You can just continue with your life and maybe wait until he gets a fucking conscience and fucking message you. If he comes back and is all fucking, oh, I love you, I want you back, blah, 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 I would think twice. I wouldn't necessarily race to be back with the person, because it could be that maybe he's taking a break because he wanted to be with somebody and didn't want to feel the guilt of being in a relationship, having sex. So he breaks up with you temporarily, has sex, comes back, says, oh, I still want to be with you. Or that person dumps him. And, right, be skeptical. If he does come back, begging and pleading, find out what it is. Don't say, yes, I'm letting you in the door to your heart again. Be guarded on the second time. I'm never one for fucking doing on again, off again. Right? I advise massively against it. If this is over, it should be over. Right? Especially if he's the one that's dumped you, like the way he said. Don't ever talk to me again. Fuck. You know what? Don't talk to me again, motherfucker. Have some pride in yourself, some respect in yourself, that you don't need to take that bullshit. You don't need to take that bullshit. But you can't force them to do anything either. So you know what? There's that saying, the best way to get over somebody is to get under somebody. I am not advising you to go out and have sex. But I'm saying, maybe it is time to move on. Do something better. Find something better. Because really, do you want to be with somebody who thinks that that's okay? You don't want to be with somebody who thinks that that's okay. That's not a way you end a bloody relationship. That's not okay. You deserve better than that. You deserve better than that. Yeah. Way better than that. Like I've been in a lot of relationships. I'm not gonna go into fucking numbers, but I've been in a lot of relationships. And I've never really been one to end the relationship. I'm one who fucking fights for the relationship. But if I fucking feel that ever felt the relationship was that the person didn't deserve it, took a while, but that's how I overcame things, is realizing they didn't deserve me. Now, they didn't end a relationship. They set me fucking free. Because I would be in a relationship with somebody who's going to treat me like dirt. Fuck off, motherfucker. They don't deserve me fighting. They don't deserve you fighting. They don't deserve you fucking thinking about this. And yeah. So Segal, or however your name is pronounced, I would move on. If it comes to you, you want that closure, it will help. Absolutely. I would not say get back with them. Find somebody else. Find somebody better. Find somebody that knows that that's a fucking shitty thing to do. Maybe even tell the person, oh my god, my ex did this. Listen to what they've got to say. If they think, oh my God, that's a shitty thing, you know you've got a bit of a winner, right? You're one step up. That's my best advice I can give you on that one. Next question. Question number 8. It's a long one. It's a long one. It's what she said. Yeah. Shut up. It is. Okay, so see if it fits. Oh, it fits. It's tight, but it fits. Okay, so, and this was question number 8. Yeah, it was. Okay. Hi, I am in real need of advice. If anyone can help. Well, here it goes. I have a girlfriend. We share a child that's 6 years. So I used to work around where we lived. We had our ups and downs till I got another job away from town. When I started there, we talked about the distance. But even though sometimes I would not get her on the phone till I get mad, I would probably live like about 10 minutes. Probably leave like about 10 missed calls. Sometimes she will reply by the following day, and sometimes don't yet. I got so stressed she didn't want to care about it. Then now I got a job back in town, and when I come back we had an argument that why I left the job out of town and took this one, which is around, because now what's going to happen is we will have less. And okay, good, because of me not making right decisions. So I asked, why are you getting mad? Because you should be happy I'm back, and my child will see me often. I believe there is something happening that I don't know about, and the way to hide it is to blame me. So I feel like I didn't make the right decision. I'm confused, but don't want to say she's cheating without proof. That is why I need some advice to help me see what could be going on. I love this girl, but what is happening now makes me wonder. Please, I need help. I need your help. Oh, okay. Shit. Yeah, I can see your dilemma. I don't have necessarily good or bad news, because I can't say it for sure, just like you can't say it for sure. You don't know if that's what it is. Your mind has been led there because it looks suspicious. There's a saying that if it walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, blah blah blah, it's a duck. It's not really the case in this one, because she's not exactly walking like a duck. I don't know. There's some things that's missing in your story that I can't really tell. If you were doing a job that's making a lot more money, providing for the family a lot more, and you've reduced your hours, some women out there, it's not that they're gold diggers, so to speak, but they get concerned about money, right? Maybe there's more bills than what you, right? And she's a little stressed. Some people never live with money, and so yes, that freaks them the fuck out. Could it be that she's cheating? Yes, there's a suspicious element to this story. But you don't want to go up to her and just accuse her, just like you've said. And you are absolutely right, because if you are wrong, sorry, your relationship's dead. If you accuse her, especially after all the arguments you've had, and you turn around and going, holy shit, are you cheating on me? What the fuck's going on? You're gonna lose her if you're wrong. If you're right, it could be a good thing, because really, do you want to be with somebody who's gonna fucking do all this to you and be cheating on you? Not really. That would be a good thing, except the bad would be bad, because you just said you love her. and you don't want to lose her. So don't accuse her. Try to get proof. But if you're not seeing any proof, if you're not seeing anything happen, don't dig too deep. You don't want to give a tip off that you're even looking, because if you're looking and she goes, like if you look at her phone and you're snooping or whatever, she'll pick up on what you're thinking, and you could lose at that point. So you really want to be careful on how you're getting your proof. But it could be that you jump into conclusions. I mean, yes, there is a lead to those conclusions. I do see it too. I'm sure my viewers are seeing it too. That there is a hint of suspicious behavior. But there's also reasons for that behavior. I could absolutely see a woman or a man being concerned about their partner giving up a high-paid job. Like, I don't know how much you were making in your previous job. Usually when you work away, you're making better money. I'm a truck driver. When I work away, I make more money than I do when I'm working at home. Right? If I'm let's say I'm making $10,000 in a month, and I change a job and I'm making half that, absolutely there could be an issue there. Especially if the bills are like $6,000. Is your wife or girlfriend working? Like, you share a child. A lot of women, when there's a child involved, is less likely that they're going to be sleeping around. But you went to work away. I'm willing to bet that was the thing that you were afraid of. She could be feeling a little pissed off. You've got a child that you share, but you're working away, which means, you know what she's left with? Looking after that child. She might be a little pissed off, like, what the fuck? I'm here looking after this child that we share while he's off fucking working. Maybe she thinks that you were cheating. Why would you work away when this job's here? Maybe she's a little pissed off going, if this job you could work locally, why didn't you do it then? She might be feeling a little bitter on all of it. Why did she have to be looking after the kid alone when you could have got a job locally? It could be a sense of that too. I wouldn't even be surprised on that one. I can't say for sure on either way, but I'd be careful proceeding. If you love her and you don't want to lose her, just tossing out the C word, the cheating word, until you've got proof. Get proof first, and then work from there. Or, yeah, that's my thoughts on that. Anyway, does everybody agree with what I said? Give me a 1 if you agree with what I said. We'll wait. Oh, I need caffeine. If you agree with what I said, I feel bad for him. Oh. That's a lot of fear. It's suspicious. Absolutely. But it doesn't mean you've caught her red-handed. And you could cost yourself a good relationship with a woman that could just be upset. So don't go, oh, I think you cheat. Could you imagine if that last one that I suggested, where she's feeling a little, what the fuck, why did he take off when he could work locally? Could you imagine if she's got all that bitterness, that anger and all that kind of shit, and you come back and not getting that face and going, are you cheating on me? What the fuck's going on? This looks a little suspicious. If you keep your head on your shoulders at that point, you're lucky. Because, she's going to feel a little bit, what the fuck's going on? He can work home now, but couldn't work home before? And I'm stuck home. Look at it from that perspective. I'm not saying she's not cheating. I'm saying don't go at it with that. Anyway, I've gone into that question too much. Yeah. We're going to go on to question number 9. Here we go. Question number... Why is it not working? That's because I didn't copy and paste on the right keyboard. Alright, here we go. Boom. Nope. Boom. Come on. Boom. I got my boom. That was question number 9, right? Question number 9. From Matt. Is it creepy? Dude, if you have to start a sentence off like this, It's a good chance to tell a girl how I have feelings for them. No. I'm scared to say it. Or should I just ask to hang out at a coffee shop? Okay. We're missing some information. How long have you known this girl? If you've just met the girl like a day, way too soon, you're gonna freak her the fuck out. Because he's just saying should I hang out at a coffee shop. Is this somebody you've met at a coffee shop and you go in that coffee shop and you want to tell her that you love her? Gonna come across creepy. If this is a girl that you've known for a while, and it's the thing that you do is you hang out at the coffee shop and you've developed feelings for her, and you've been going for a while, dude, fucking tell her. Smarten the fuck up. Have some balls. The thing is, what I tell people in my video game, I was watching somebody play the other day, trying to give them some advice, and they were all creeping around and not wanting to shoot. Oh, there's a person there. Should I shoot? The thing is, nothing's gonna happen to the person if you don't pull the trigger, right? Same as this. It's a good fucking way to live. A good way to think. She's not gonna know you have feelings unless you tell her. If you tell her that you have feelings and she turns around and goes, you know what? I care about you a lot. What's your face? I care about you a lot, but I just don't feel the same. Are you any worse off? No. As a matter of fact, you're better off because now you know the truth. Should you continue or should you wait? That's the person you should be asking. It should not even a question. Go tell the girl. If it's the other ones, don't do it. If it's somebody you've just met for a day, no, don't do it. If it's somebody who serves you coffee and you're gonna go, I love you, don't do that. Creepy. Girl you know for a while that you go to a coffee shop with, you have feelings for, go tell her. Go tell her. Go have a cup of coffee and tell her during coffee. Maybe get one of those. If that's the case, it's what you do. This is what you do. I don't know how old you are, but this will be. You're gonna go to the coffee shop that you go to that is regular. I'm assuming this is like a Starbucks. You're gonna go to the Starbucks or whatever coffee place. You're gonna be without her. You're gonna go alone. You're gonna find out if they have some kind of gift certificate or some what do you call them? The cards, loading cards. I'm missing it. It's like a gift card with buttons on, right? No, you know what? Really, really sweet. You're gonna put it in an envelope, and on the envelope you're gonna say to the one I love. Oh, you're gonna put something nice. Put it in your words. You can tell her. You're gonna take it for coffee. Oh, I'm gonna give you this. You're having a cup of coffee for being such a great friend, for being somebody I really care about, for blah 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 blah. Put something corny, something cheesy. Hand it to her. Let her open it up and then, oh, it's really nice. Oh, bam! Oh my god, this guy has feelings for me. Watch her facial expressions. Watch her face melt. Trust me. Trust me. If that's the case. If it is the barrister, don't do that with her. Creepy. If it is the barrister and you've been going to that, let's say you've been going to that place. Here's another option. Let's say it's the barrister and you were going there quite some time and you've got a crush on her. You go, oh, fuck, she's so cute. And she recognizes. She knows you so well because you frequent it so much that she recognizes you. You could basically say, hey, want to go for coffee? There's a table right behind us. Make it funny, make it cute. If you're some old fuck and she's an 18-year-old girl, I'm just putting it out there, that would be creepy. I don't have enough information on this one to really go, but I'm just saying these are the creepy ways. These are the less creepy ways. If it's sweet, fucking go for it. If it's creepy, one of the creepy ones, no. It's creepy. Don't do it. If it's somebody you've met, let's say it's somebody you met, right? It's the barrister and it's only been a good day. Don't do it, then wait a while. If it's somebody you've met and you've been seeing it for a day, wait a little bit longer. Don't toss out that L word too damn soon. All right. My chat's probably giggling their ass off right now at that answer. I need some new music. Nope, that is not what I wanted to do. Question number 10. Boom! Okay. No trouble in question. From Anonymous. Be brutally honest with me. Careful. You don't necessarily want me to do that. I mean, I'm going to anyway, because this is how I am. But you gotta be careful. You understand? When I won't pull punches. I am gonna come at you like a fucking lion. Roar! Not necessarily gonna be mean, but if you're an asshole, I'm gonna call you an asshole. If you're a charmer, I'm gonna say, hey, you know what? That's pretty fucking cool. I like you. You're alright. I'll fucking call a spade a spade. Because it'd be stupid not to call a spade a spade. So what else is it gonna be? Anyway, be brutally honest with me. I met a girl online during quarantine. She's from Europe. I'm from North Africa. We're both Arabs. We are so used to each other, and we talk a lot, and we get along so perfectly. It sounds good so far. I can't hide the fact that she is perfect. Careful. Don't put up on too much of a pedestal. I'm just saying. I'm going to continue. Careful with putting a person on a pedestal, because when they fall off that pedestal and they make a mistake and you're not prepared for it, it can change your feelings, it can change your relationship, and you don't want to do that. That's why, especially in a relationship, keep it low. Keep it low. Not too low. Don't fucking think she's a slag or anything like that. I'm not saying like fucking paint the picture that she's like some kind of what the fuck. Respectful. Above average. Amazing. Can't do no fucking wrong. Sun shines out of her ass. That's not where you want her to be. Above average. She is so pretty. She is so beautiful. Blah blah blah. That's the way you want to be. Not a, oh my god, she would never lie to me. Don't fucking put that shit on her. Because if she does, even a white lie, you're gonna damage a relationship. It's not fair on her to do that. It's not fair for you to do to her. It's not fair for her to do to you. Don't do it. Anyway, continuing with your question. Or at least in my eyes. Better way to word it. She loves me and I love her. This is an interesting question. I'm liking it so far. She is 20. I'm 23. Decent age range. Okay. Just started college. And I have a job. Congratulations. Here, I have a job here. But I'm still going to college. Good job. I'm about to invest a lot of energy and thinking and money into this relationship. Good. You shouldn't really say it as money. Don't put a price tag on your relationship. That's a dangerous one as well. Don't even count it. Don't even put like a counter going, oh, I'm investing this. I'm investing this. I'm investing this. Because especially when you're trying to, you have a habit of trying to put this gun on a pedestal. If it fails, all that's gonna come back, and you're gonna be like a bank account. What the fuck? I did this, and this for you. Why would you do this? You've just been a bank of emotions and feelings, and stop. People gotta stop doing that shit. That's what causes a lot of relationships to break up. I'm doing this for you. Why haven't you done something in return? You love her. You're gonna do things for her from your heart. Don't expect this. It's awesome if she does. Don't expect it. I mean, if she is walking over you and taking complete advantage, maybe the relationship is not the one for you. But anyway, yeah, don't make a checklist of all the things. But the fact that she's just started college and she lives by herself now, and all makes me anxious because I'm very sure that people drastically change in college. Did you? Did you drastically change in college? She wants us to meet as soon as possible next 3 months, probably because she's going to college. And I don't have a problem with it, except I'm going to travel to a different country just to meet her. It will be tiring for me to do so, but I'm ready to do it. If I know I won't waste time and money for nothing. I'm so confused. This is what you do. Don't go to visit her. Go to visit her country. Go to visit landmarks around. She's the bonus. You're going to go and see her. If you it's not a waste of time at that point. Right? If it fails, if this is not somebody, you know what you did? You visited a wonderful country. You're not visiting her. That's what I'm saying. Don't put the price tag on her. Don't put I did this for you. Why are you not doing things for me? Don't put that on her. You're not going to go and visit her. Yes, you will be visiting her. Yes, you will be seeing her. Yes, things could be going great. She wants to see you, so clearly she doesn't want to fucking change. But you're worried that she's going to change. Don't go to see her. Go to see the country. See her in the country. But go with the intent. I'm going to go and see that country. Go on Google right now. Fucking Google a bunch of landmarks in whatever country she's in. Ask her to show you around. That'd be kind of cool. You want to see this? You know what? I want to go and see this. Could be a cool way to break some ice. Right? It's all been online. Now it's going to be in person. I'm not quite sure what country you think you're going to go to during quarantine. If it's the States, you're not going anywhere. You can't get in. Nobody's letting you. Nobody's going to fly to the States. If it's another country, some countries will let you, but keep in mind, COVID's out there, and it is definitely being seen, showing its strength, showing that nobody's immune, like fucking Trump thought. Apparently, even if you're a president, you can catch it. But being a president doesn't give you like some kind of medical immunity. Oh, that sneaky fucker. How else do you prevent yourself from getting arrested? He's gonna fake his death. He knows he's about to, very high chance he's going to lose. And he knows that if he loses, he is going to fake his and his wife's death. Oh. I'm just going to put that out of my head because we're answering questions. That just popped into my head and I'm like, whoa. That's my prediction. I don't know if they'll catch him. That's sneaky. I've been trying to figure out why would he suddenly hide that he could have been around it. Huh. Anyway. Wow. Next question. Where's my questions gone? That totally distracted me. We're going on to question 11. But yeah, that's my answers for that one. Don't be scared. Go visit the country, not her. That way you don't put too much pressure on that, and you don't need to feel that you've wasted time. Because if, let's say it was working, you felt that you did waste time, but the relationship kept going, you're gonna feel cashing in, like, oh, I did a favor for you, I came to visit you, what the fuck are you gonna do for me? No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that to a potential relationship that could be really fucking good. It sounds really, really nice. You sound really young. Just saying. Just saying. Question number 11 from Roger. Roger, I have a friend that I have known since high school. He broke up with his girlfriend for 12 years. He wants to know if he should delete all of the pictures of her, or should he wait to see if they can salvage their relationship. I don't know what the situation is or how bad the relationship is. He broke up with his girlfriend. Well, you just said he broke up, right? If he dumped her, what was... if we knew a bit more about what caused the relationship to break up, this would be a little bit easier to answer. But deleting pictures of exes, that's a tricky one. This has been debated. I've had this conversation with many people. I don't really think you need to. I think eventually, sure, if you want to, if a person that you're going to be with wants you to, then you might need to. But sometimes it can be good to have maybe a picture or two of somebody. I mean, if this is somebody you cared about and you're just gonna be friends, what's the fucking harm in having a picture or two that you can look back on, right? I don't think there's any harm in pictures. If you talk about like naked pictures, that's a bit different. Yeah, you should probably respectfully delete them. Not just for her, but of who she's going to be with. Would you want to be with somebody knowing that her ex has pictures of her naked? You probably wouldn't be too happy with that, right? So under that same thing, if this relationship does end, yes, you want to delete those pictures. But just a headshot, like a face shot, I don't think there's anything really wrong with that. Unless, of course, it's hurting you. Let's say she's the one that ended the relationship. What I would do, let's say she ended the relationship in a bad way. She cheated on you, blah, blah, blah. Go print that picture up. Go print that picture up. And then go outside with a bottle of wine. Boys, have a glass of wine. Take that picture. Say all the things that has bothered you. Say the things that's upset you. Tear the picture in two. Toss the picture into the fire. And let it go. Hold the glass of wine up. Take a drink. Go to bed. Wake up in the morning refreshed and feeling good and empowered. Yeah. 12 years though. Broke up. We were together for 12 years. They didn't get married. See, I can't wait till woo! Till I get viewers and people asking the questions I can bring on live and ask them questions, because that changes it a little bit. I don't think no, it doesn't really change it, because as I said, you don't need to. I don't think you need to. If it's naked pictures, yes. If it's regular pictures, I don't think you need to. If it's a relationship that ended in a harsh way, do the thing I suggested. It'll help you. But 12 years. A 12-year relationship could be salvaged. And if you're asking, stating like this, it tells me that you think it could be salvaged. But they broke up. At the same time, I've never been one for on again, off again. I advise against it. Too dangerous. It's just bound to fail again. Very rare that relationships that break up and then get back together work out. It happens. And I've done the on again, off again. I just avoid it like the fucking plague. But that's the mindset of that one. Nope, that is not what I wanted. Fuck. Keep using the wrong damn keyboard. Okay, here we go. Question 12. Hello, I need a little help. I have dated this girl since June this year. Okay, and for the few weeks that I and my partner have been together, I have developed a strong feeling that I don't know whether I still love her. It's only been a few months. I don't feel comfortable as we are talking, as comfortable as we are talking together. And I don't want to lose her because she loves me very much. I feel there is a big gap between us, but I don't know what to do. I'm gonna address something I read, because frankly, the way I read, you come across like a selfish prick. You don't think that you're in love with her, but she still loves you, and you want to keep her because she loves you. That's shitty. Everybody deserves to love and to be loved in return. If you don't think that you love her, find that out. I wouldn't end a relationship. I figure it out for yourself if you actually have feelings for her. Maybe sit down and go, what are the things I love about her? What are the things I like about her, right? Ask yourself these questions. And if you do still love her, no issue. If you don't, you probably should tell her. You should probably tell her and end it. Not fucking keep her stringing her along thinking that you have feelings for her just because she loves you, which is what you just wrote there. I don't want to lose her because she loves me very much. That's just stringing her along, and that makes you an asshole. If that's the way I'm reading this correctly. If it's not, then I apologize, you're not an asshole. But if that's the way it is, you're an asshole. And fucking tell her. End the relationship so you can go meet somebody that does love her. That can love her for her and all her good things and bad things. Don't just string her along. Fuck, the fact that you had to ask that question is just pissing me off. I'm going to try to ignore your question because it's a shitty question. You should know better. Grow the fuck up. Oh, ugh! Because if you'd stay with her, you'd be preventing her from actually being with somebody. Maybe even getting married. Are you going to marry this girl that you don't think you're in love with? You've only known her for like, what, June? What is today's October? So, was it the beginning of June? Since June. So let's just say it was the end of June. So all July, August, September. 3 months. 3 months have passed. You might be in love, you might not, you might. But she loves you and you're going to keep her on because she loves you, but you don't love her. Spineless. Oh, I forgot to tell you. I'm being brutally honest today. I'm being brutally honest every day. I'm the Angry Angel, for fuck's sake. Okay. Here we go. Question 13. And the last question. It's actually been a pretty good stream and lasted just over an hour and a half, so not too bad. Got 13 questions answered. Oh yeah. Okay, from Angie. If he still likes to chat with his ex-wife, does that mean he still has some sort of feelings for her? No. They have been separated. They've been separated, divorced for 10 years. They have one adult daughter. We've been engaged for 1 year. This chatting and conversations are not about their daughter, but supposedly about her and her men, etc. He listens to her and gives her advice. I feel it's bluntly disrespectful for our relationship. Why? Also, I feel if there is to be a conversation, it should only pertain to their daughter. Am I wrong? Yes. Yes. Come on. Reverse it. Let's say you've got friends with a guy, right? And you talk to him about whatever. Do you really want to have a male friend and him like say you can't be having conversations with that person because you have no really? But he asks a question and about a girl he's seeing and you're going to give him some advice. Is that a shitty thing for you to do? It's the same fucking thing. Just reverse it. That's really all you need to do. Some of the best ways to answer a question in relationships is go, how would I feel if that was me? Would I be comfortable? Would you be okay? And answer honestly. Would you honestly be okay if you're at the gym and you became friends with some guy, right? Now chances are the guy at the gym's probably trying to get some. But let's say he's a decent guy or is a co-worker, a male co-worker. And he's asking about some advice about some chick he's been seeing. Do you want your fiance of 1 year? Now that's a co-worker. This was not only his ex. They've been together. They've got a child together. You've only been engaged for 1 year. He's known her longer. They've been friends. They've gone through shit together. They've gone through a child together. The fact that they've managed to make it, that they can be friends still, is actually a huge thing. A lot of relationships, they don't hold together. Do I think it's wrong of you to ask him to just talk about the daughter? Yes. They're not having sex. That would be disrespectful. If they're having sex, absolutely that would be disrespectful. Well, if you don't give them permission. If you've basically said, hey, they can have sex and they have sex, you have no fucking right to give them shit. If you are monogamous, then yes, that would be disrespectful. But they're not having sex. They're talking. They're talking about guys that she's dating. Why would you even be remotely jealous about this? She's asking about advice about the guy she's seeing. It's somebody she trusts. They've been together. They were together before you even met him. Unless, of course, you and this guy were together for 10 years and maybe he left her for you. But even still, if that's the case, you really don't have a fucking right to be asking him not to talk to her. You stole him from him. If that's the... I don't know because you haven't given me information about your relationship. Yes, I think it's wrong. I think it's wrong for you to ask him to not. It's not a disrespectful thing. If it was talking about sex, if they were flirting with each other and all that kind of shit, that would be disrespectful. Talking about and being friendly, that's not disrespectful. I'm sorry if that's not the answer you were looking for. Ladies and gentlemen of my chat, give me a 1 if you agree with what I just said to Angie. Whoa. There we go. I've got an answer there. So, that's pretty much it for my show. Hang on one sec. That's pretty much it. Answered all 13 questions. I'm hoping I haven't really offended anybody. There were some tough questions, some upsetting ones, and to the ones that are just being assholes, I'm not really bothered if I've upset you or not. If that's the way you are, fuck, where. You deserve some fucking truth thrown at you. Don't be shitty people. You're better than that. You're way better than that. So anyway, thank you for watching, everybody, ladies and gentlemen. If you have not already done so, feel free to follow on this and click the bell so you know when my next show is. People on YouTube, you read this, I would definitely appreciate if you can click the like button on this video if you've liked it, if you've enjoyed it, if it's been of any use to you at all. Click that like button. If you want to see more of this, I would be honored if you click that subscribe button. Make sure you hit the bell, that way you're informed when I release new content. And yeah, this has been a great show. Episode 10. Holy fuck, been doing 10 of these already. Can't wait till I reach 100. Actually, no, next big goal 50. Next big goal 50, and then we'll do 100. And then when we hit that 50, we'll do something special. We'll do something special for that episode, I think. Maybe I'll have a guest or something. I may have a guest before that, but I think for the 50th for sure, I'll have a guest. But anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for coming by and seeing and spending some time with me answering some questions. So have a wonderful day, evening, night, wherever you are, and I will see you all soon. Ciao. Well, thank you for watching. I appreciate you enjoying the video. I hope you liked it. Feel free to follow, subscribe, ring bells, do your thing. If you want to watch more of this content, I will be having this show a lot more, and yeah, there's other shows as well, other videos on here, but there'll be more content coming as I go. This is episode 2, and it's been good.